Hello and welcome to Arts 24. Thank you for joining us. Let's start with Molly Manning Walker's debut film, How to Have Sex, that has been released in French cinemas this week. The drama won the Un Certain Regard Award at the Cannes Film Festival earlier this year. How to Have Sex is a coming-of-age story following the hedonistic summer of 3 British teens while looking at how perceptions on sexual consent have or haven't changed in a post-Me Too era. Well, Eve Jackson caught up with the cast. Take a look.
I'm Molly Manning Walker, director of How to Have Sex.
I'm Mia McKenna-Bruce and I played Tara in How to Have Sex.
The film is about 3 girls going on a clubbing holiday, looking at the pressures of sex on young girls.
I'm going in!
Molly and Mia, hello. It is one of the most eye-catching titles. Why did you want to have that title in particular?
For me, it's all about how we learn to have sex in the wrong way and like how we need to relearn how to have sex. To be honest, most people like the title more than they like the script at certain stages. There was a bit of kickback where people were saying like, oh, you know, there's going to be jokes like maybe I'll learn how to have, like, oh, maybe I should come because I'll learn something. And we're like, yeah, that's kind of, you know, I think those people who are making the jokes probably need to see the film. And
it is inspired by holidays you've been on. How did your experience of those party holidays impact your perception of sex?
Yeah, I think that was the, you know, the like start of this project was like realising how vivid those memories were and how much influence they'd had on me as a young teenager. They had a huge impact on the sex, and I think what we're trying to do with the film is like change the perception of young girls, well, re-educate about female pleasure and good sex and like how we do that, because I think in both men's eyes and women's eyes it comes too late in the game.
What's your name?
Tara.
I've not noticed it before, but you're proper beautiful.
You two are actually my best mates.
Gang, gang, gang.
It's a film about first times. It's your first film. It's about your character losing her virginity. Describe the film for people who haven't seen it.
It looks at like the pressure of sex on young girls via environment and toxic masculinity and friendship, female friendship.
Initially, when I first read the script, it was just reading it from the offset was like, this is so just real. And for Tara in particular, like I really related to her. She kind of, when we first meet her, she's the kind of life and soul of the party. Over the course of the film, she kind of goes on a journey of losing her virginity, which she thinks is something she wants to do, but turns out it isn't a very nice experience for her.
So we did these amazing workshops where we went all around the UK and we interviewed kids, 16 to 17-year-old girls and 19 to 20-year-old boys. What was really heartbreaking about that was that we thought times had changed and we were asking them questions about consent and what they thought about consent, and it was still very much the lad culture of like, oh, what a fucking legend, like, and also like girls standing up and being like, she shouldn't have worn that dress, or she shouldn't have got drunk, kind of thing. And as soon as we did those workshops, we knew that this film was like really important to make.
No one cares if you're a virgin. It's very chill. So why are you bringing it up then?
Hey, we're gonna play a game.
Do you think most women, through your research, have experienced some sort of sexual assault?
Yeah, I think in different ways, but yeah, I think most women have definitely experienced it.
How do you think we should be educating our young people about sex?
I think, we really need to take the stigma out of talking about the sex openly, and I think there's one thing doing sex education in like a classroom, but I think if the conversation changes in a way where we talk about female pleasure and good sex, in a very open way, then hopefully that will change. The film gives us that framework to talk about it freely, and Yeah, I've never had so many conversations about it.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, since people have started watching the film, I think after the first time that we saw it, there was so many people that were like older than myself saying they'd been through these stories and had never reflected on them, had never spoke about it with anyone. And this film, just watching this film is given them that kind of reason to talk about it and to work through it. So it's like incredible that it's touching so many different people in so many different ways.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Where have you been? Best holiday ever.
A new female French action comedy film comes out this month on Netflix. French actress Mélanie Laurent, best known for her role in *Inglourious Bastards*, directs and stars in *Wingwomen*, or *Voleuse* in French, along with Adèle Exarchopoulos. The pair are ride-or-die best friends and literal partners in crime, completing heists and kills ordered by their godmother, played by Isabelle Adjani. France 24's Louise Dupont got the chance to chat to some of the film stars. Take a look.
J'ai les diamants. Dis-moi où aller avant que je me fasse choper.
Putain.
Quoi?
Mais non, mais je te crois pas.
Je déclenché l'alarme?
Je crois que je suis en train de me faire quitter par texto, Caroline. Attends, quitte pas, il m'appelle. Je vais te buter.
Wingwomen is an action comedy, the sort of film that you're perhaps not too used to doing. How much did you enjoy tackling this type of film, an action comedy?
Je montais le bal des folles et quand Netflix et Gaumont sont venus me proposer le projet.
While I was editing The Mad Women's Ball, Netflix and Gaumont came to me with the project. And it was a bit of a relief, telling myself the next thing will be a feel-good movie, an action comedy, the sort of films I've always loved to watch as a viewer.
En tant que spectatrice depuis toujours, on parle des problématiques.
We're talking about the problems that empowered, independent women face today, but in a very light-hearted way, and without turning men off the film either.
Hi, this is where I come in.
Felix, how did you end up working on this project? What drew you to it?
There were a lot of things I liked about Mélanie. She's part of the French cinema landscape. We didn't know each other at all. I was always drawn to her because she wears two hats. She's an actress and director at once. She's someone who works very hard, and I like that industrious side of her. And then the prospect of working with Adèle Exarchopoulos, an actress I've liked for a long time. And I'm not the only one, of course.
Très très longtemps. Je suis pas le seul, hein, évidemment.
Et t'auras un blazer en 308?
Ah, bien sûr, j'ai plus rapide. Le HK 417. C'est du miel.
Ah ouais, avec les ogives blindées. J'aime bien, c'est plus pénétrant. J'adore, moi, le côté pénétrant.
Qu'il y ait ce mélange des genres.
And then there's this interplay between action and comedy. Something very pop. It's a very bubbly film. And Philippe and I, the two male characters in the film, are not at the center of the action. The female characters are portrayed with such color.
Des personnages féminins aussi hauts en couleur.
Mélanie, female action films are usually the preserve of American cinema. I'm thinking of Charlie's Angel, for instance. What did you want to bring to the female action movie?
Déjà,
Charlie's Angels revolve around a man. Wingwomen don't.
Vous savez comment on me surnomme? Non. Le cerveau.
je crois que c'est ironique. Si on doit trouver un point commun, c'est que
If the films have something in common, well, with Cameron Diaz, you want her to be your girlfriend. You want to hang out and go surfing with her. Lots of female action movies are directed by men, with female characters that you have no connection with. They're perfect, beautiful, real badass, but they're not particularly funny. And even if I really like watching those films, well, what I wanted to do is also to make a movie about friendship, because the bond between women is special.
On a failli crever. J'ai envie qu'on arrête, qu'on change de vie.
And what about the female gaze?
Moi, je peux pas dire que Avoir été une femme m'a empêchée.
I can't say that being a woman has ever prevented me from directing. But we're working in a different way. We don't have a big studio behind us. It's different. And there are lots of great French female directors whose work is being seen all over the world. Women didn't just burst onto the scene all of a sudden in the past 3 or 4 years. But I do have a very female team at Netflix, and all these women said, she'll be able to make an action film on that budget. And now I don't think that if I went to a big production company in Paris, they'll say, do whatever you like. We're giving you a quarter of the budget we'd give a man.
Un quart du budget de ce qu'on donne aux hommes.
Ok, c'est showtime!
Si on arrête vraiment, on va faire quoi? Je connais pas d'autre vie, moi.
On improvisera.
French filmmaker Claude Lelouch is celebrating his 60-year career with a series of cinema shows around France, including at Paris's Salle Pleyel this week. The 86-year-old director is best known for A Man and a Woman, which won the 1966 Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival and the 1967 Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film. His shows will be paying homage to his prolific career spanning over 50 films, with cult scenes projected onto a screen, accompanied by Prague's symphony orchestra performing the soundtracks. Well, let's leave you with a peek at that. Stay with us, though. More news coming up on France 24.
Sarah Morris, France 24 correspondent based in Madrid, bringing you news, reports and analysis on Spain and Portugal. So join me here on France 24.
Sarah Morris, one of the 200 France 24 correspondents around the world. Join us on Down to Earth, where we explore the incredibly complex relationship between humans and our planet. We meet the people behind fascinating environmental, health and technological innovations in a bid for sustainable solutions to our changing world. Down to Earth on France 24 and France24.com.